Hey guys, what's up? So today we're gonna do a introduction to Unity 3D. Unity 3D is a game engine which you can make a game in about a couple days if you get pretty skilled with it. So let's go ahead and show the place you can download this at. So you can go to their website unity3d.com and then you click on this button, download. So then you're gonna click this button right here. It says download Unity 4.52. Since I already have this, I'm not gonna download it. Just go through all the usual things you have to do, like accept the terms and conditions and stuff like that. So, anyways, okay, let's get back to here. So, when you're done installing it, you want to go ahead and open it. So you won't see what I'm seeing right now. However, there is a slight chance that you might see the same thing, but there'll be something called Angry Bots, and that's just a game template that you could possibly use. But besides that, if you are here for some reason, you're gonna go to File and New Project. But the first time you open it, this should just open the Project Wizard. It says Project Wizard, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so this is pretty easy. So as you can see, it says project location. So this is where all your project files will be stored, not the actual game. The game, you'll render it out somewhere else or build it somewhere else. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this here. You can change it by clicking on the browse button right here. For example, browse. I'm gonna change it actually to my Seagate drive, and you click select folder, just like any folder. Your desktop, your documents, just anywhere. Select folder. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put tutorial. So after that, you're gonna see all these checkboxes right here, the little boxes with nothing inside them. So you'll see something called character controller. Click on the checkbox to that one, and you'll also see skyboxes. Click the checkbox for that one. And then you'll see terrain assets and do the same for that. What else? And you also see water basic. You cannot use pro water because you do not have pro. Unless for some reason you do, then you can. But go to water basic. And I believe that is all we need. Alright, so there's something called setup defaults for, and this is pretty much like a 3D and 2D game. We're going to be doing 3D, so leave that there. I may do it 2D tutorial sometime. I don't know, but let's create. So it's not valid. Okay, tutorial 1. All right, there we go. So it's gonna go through the basic procedure. It's gonna go ahead and do all this stuff. Just leave it there, and yeah, I'll get right back to you. All right, so once that is done, this will open, and you'll see all this blank space with all these squares and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a really quick run on how to move around. Alright, so if you just want to move the camera, like the view, you right click on this little area and then you just press like WSAD and move backwards and forwards. So this is me pressing A, and this is D, and this is S, and this is W. Basically, you just move your mouse around to rotate your camera, and you can just basically move. So it's kind of like playing a video game when you're moving around and stuff, but you just have to right click to move around. Okay, so if you don't get that, just leave a comment and I'll explain it to the best I can do. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a very, very basic game. So first of all, what you need to do is go to game object, go to create other, and then click on cube. Again, game object, create other, cube. Click on it, and then there'll be a cube in the middle of your scene. Not exactly in the middle, but we're gonna go ahead and do that. So it'll be easier if you just right click on transform and then click reset. And now, oh, that didn't work. Okay, my bad. That actually it did. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the cube. So pretty much all you have to do is this thing that says hierarchy. You see the cube, just click it twice, and there you go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a platform in which we can walk around on when we get the player on here. So you just click this little box with 4 arrows on each corner, and now you have these little boxes you can move around. So pretty much you just click on the little boxes, like the red box, it extends that way, and the yellow box makes it taller, and also the vice versa. Okay, and now What I want you to do is just flatten it out. You don't have to do it exactly that much, but there you go. And just make a little platform. Doesn't matter how big. You can make it as big as you want. And there we go. Perfect. So now that we have this, we're going to collect. We're going to click game object, create other, directional light. Now you have lighting in your scene. So we can press game and we can see our little platform right here. The little game thing. That's easy part of the game so far. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to this thing that says project down here, and we're going to press all prefabs. Now, my layout may be different than yours, but just look for the names like project, hierarchy, and inspector. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to click on this first person thing right here. And then it's called first person controller. This is the thing that's going to allow you to move around and look around. So I want you to drag it over to the little platform. And we need to make our platform a little bit more bigger. And also, I'm going to show you how to use the same thing with the move tool. It's pretty much the same thing. You do this. You make your mouse go down. And then it makes it go down and every other way. Okay? Alright. So, now we're going to resize this to the right size. Okay. Now we can press this little play button right here. And this is going to pretty much make it into a game we can play. So as you can see, we have a very, very basic game. There's nothing really here. It's kind of laggy, I'm sorry. This isn't the best camera recorder. But yeah, this is a very basic game. We're also going to add one more thing. So you will see the daylight simple thing right here. Just do the same thing with the player and just drag it onto there. Now it's going to kind of overlap if you put it like that, either way. But just move it down. And there you go. So now we have some very simple water. Now, there is one thing. This water looks like crap under certain conditions. So, like, the color that is under it may or may not make it look better. So, okay. So now that we have that, we're going to do another thing. We're going to go to edit. We're going to go down to render settings. And we're going to go over here to the inspector. And we're going to click the skybox material, little circle right here. And we're going to type in sunny. Oh shoot, sunny. So there's 3 different ones you can use. You can use the first one, the second one, or the third one. I'm going to use the second one. And it makes the water actually look not too bad. But there we go. Now we have some water. It may lag a bit. Yeah, a little bit. But some very basic water. If you jump into it, you're just gonna fall right through it. So we're gonna do that. We're going to fix that. We're gonna. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, so click on the object up here or in the scene view, and this is called the scene view, if you were wondering. So you can press Control and D at the same time to copy it, and you have a copy of the same thing you had selected. So now you can move it down. And you can resize it to whatever you need to. I don't know. But this is just what I'm using it for. I'm just going to make it so you can't fall through. Boom. So now we have a very basic scene. There you go. So some basic water. There is no actual water effects. So if you like go through it, it won't move or anything like that. Depending on if I continue this series, I may actually make a tutorial on how to do that, but I'm gonna show you one last thing, and it's pretty much not much, but you can see this thing called third person. The same thing as a first person controller. It's just got a little character here. So what you want to do is you want to click on the first person controller, and you want to click this little checkbox, and basically that disables it. So now you can just go ahead and move this over and move him up and press play. So now we have a very, very basic third person controller here, and honestly, I think it's just better to use the first person unless you really like this dude for some reason. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the first episode of Unity 3D tutorials on this channel. I'm probably gonna be doing this a lot more since it's actually kind of fun, because that's pretty much what I do all day. I just play around with Unity 3D. But yeah, guys, see you later.